You know I'm talking to.
This your favorite song when they put it on. Girl,
Let's get it started. Yo, I cannot deal with myself.
By the way, all my brushes in advance are mainly Real Technique brushes. So I always start with my eyebrows because your eyebrows make or break your face.
Pop brow dip. It's gonna be, so as you can see, I'm using the ColourPop brow dip in the color Redhead. I usually don't use black because my eyebrows are already dark, so I don't want to make it even darker because I feel like it looks weird. So I'm just using an angle brush to apply the product and fill in my eyebrows. And no two eyebrows are going to be identically the same. They're going to look like cousins, look related of course, but they're not going to look the exact same. So I'm just filling in the other one. Disregard the face expressions. I don't know, that's my concentrating face. So yeah, I'm filling them in. Still filling them in. Then I get my spoolie by Real Techniques, of course. And I like the front hairs of my eyebrow to be straight. And then I like start slanting them as I go down to the end of my eyebrows. That's just the look I like. I don't know if everyone likes it like that, but that's what I seem to like. And I'm doing it to the other side. This is a process. Like, my eyebrows take the longest. I don't know why, but I redo them and it takes the longest. So yeah, I'm still trying to get it to perfection. But anything that you don't like, you can always clean up with some concealer. There's nothing that concealer cannot fix. So don't really stress of the mistakes that you make while doing your eyebrows, because you can always fix it and go back and change the little minor issues that you had. So I'm using Cool Tan in LA Girl to outline my brows. I always use the lighter shade to outline my brows so that they can really show that they're on fleek. So yeah, this is Cool Tan under my brows. LA Girl is like my go-to holy grail. It's inexpensive and I like the consistency. Like, I tried other concealers, but I always revert back to what I know best, and that's LA Girl. Song break. So this is a moisturizer that I've been trying. I have like combination skin, so it's like for normal to dry skin. I don't know, my skin's weird. I'm trying to get it under control. I've been having some crazy breakouts. But yeah. And then I use the Baby Skin primer. I love the consistency of this primer. Like silicone based kind of. And it gets the job done. As you can see, hold on. My brows look crazy now, but it won't look like the way when I'm finished. This is a long process. Make sure you even out all the products so you don't look patchy. So this is now the foundation. I use M.a.c NC 45. And then my favorite brush, the Expert Face Brush by Real Technique, of course. Dance break. I literally cannot do my makeup without getting crunk. I don't know, that maybe that's just me. It just makes the time go by faster because I see myself taking forever to do my makeup. Like, come on, girl, you got places to be. You can't be sitting here taking forever and a day to do your makeup. But blend. You can never blend too much. Like, that is the key of not having flashback and just having the perfect finish. Like, yes, come through. You gotta blend. Patience is a virtue. Just don't rush it. Just blend. Make sure the product is evenly distributed on your face. And get those edges, boo. Get those edges, because you don't want any lines of where you started putting on the makeup and where you stopped. So just make sure you blend in your hairline and under your neck. So this is the longest process too, because you don't want any lines on your face. Just continue blending. This is the perfect brush though. I love this brush. And they're not that expensive, that's the thing. Quality is very good for the price that you pay for these Real Technique brushes. I wouldn't lie to y'all. And I'm still blending. The longest process ever. But it's really worth it. Like, take your time. Don't rush it. Because the finished look is gonna really look so much better when you take your time and blend. So get those baby hairs, boo. Get them baby hairs. And next, we take a little break. But I'm going to use Fawn for my first contour or highlighting. And I use both of them. I put Fawn down because it's closer to my complexion. I put that down first, and then I add the Cool Tan you'll see in the next clip or two. I don't know. I think that it gives me a more defined highlight when I use both of them instead of just using the Fawn, which I do sometimes when I don't want like a too much highlighting or if I'm rushing. I just use the Fawn. Here I use the Cool Tan and I put it right on top of the Fawn, as you can see here. I don't drag it out because that's what causes flashbacks. I just literally put it directly under my eye. And my Cupid's bow, my chin, and my nose bridge. You literally have to have patience when doing makeup. Like, you cannot be impatient at all. Another dance break. Y'all don't mind me. A mess. I can't. These face expressions. Hydrating the lips. That's key, especially if you're wearing matte lipsticks. You have to hydrate your lips. Like, you have to. Now I go back in with the Fawn on my eyelids just to get any color out of my eyelids, like my natural color, just to blend it out and be on one page with my skin tones. Now, after I blend out the eyelids, I put my loose powder from N.a.c. I haven't seen it anymore after I bought it for that first time. This is the only setting powder that I use because I feel like it's not too harsh. Get a damp beauty blender by Real Techniques, of course, and blend it out. Take your time. Don't rush. Just make sure you blend it out and you don't see any harsh lines. Just continue blending. You can never blend too much. Like, blending is life. I wonder what y'all do when y'all do your makeup, because I can't do my makeup in silence. I have to be singing, playing music or something, because it's just so quiet and you're trying to make the time fast or fly by faster when you're over here slaving on your face. But yeah, blending is key, major key. Get that forehead, honey. Continue blending. I'm still blending, laughing at my mom because I'm recording and she's just gonna bust in the room. Like, come on, lady, get with the program. But I'm still blending. Now I go back in with my N.y.c setting powder and I apply it to all the places that I highlighted. And I don't put too much because I don't want to look ghostly. So I just apply a little everywhere I highlighted. I don't know if it's just me, but I like to use the makeup wedge sponge, like the wedges instead of the beauty blenders, to apply my face setting powder because I feel like the sponge doesn't get the job done as I need it to. So yeah, that's why I like using the wedge. And now it's contouring time. So I'm using Toast in LA Girl Pro, of course, and I'm still trying to get used to contouring because sometimes, I don't know, it just doesn't work out. But here I feel like I got the job done. So let's see how this turns out. So I'm blending out my contour with the sculpting brush by Real Techniques. This is like one of my favorite brushes also because the shape of it just gets in there and does the job. Like, waste no time. When blending out your contour or anything on your face, try not to sweep, just like dab and press into your skin. Try not to sweep because that will leave lines of the brushes or from the brushes. So as you can see here, you just dab in and blending in this contour into your skin. Gently, not too harsh. And you can like not blend enough. Like, there's always more blending you can do. And I like to put my setting powder right under my contour to give it a defined look, like more structured bone structure. You can see it more once you put the setting powder right under it. Here I'm going to use the buffing brush by Real Techniques, and I'm just sweeping off the setting powder off my face from the places that I concealed. And you just sweep off everything so you can finally see what you're working with. You want to make sure that you sweep everything off because you don't want any loose powders just randomly on your face. And you want to make sure that your skin turns back into skin and doesn't look too made up. So just finish even things out. I'm still brushing away all the loose powder as much as I can. So now I go in with the M.a.c mineralized skin finish in the color dark, and all the places that I put my setting powder, I'm going to bring it back to life and add some color back into it by applying this M.a.c skin finish. So I don't put too much, I just put just enough so it doesn't look ghostly from the setting powder. Okay, so here I'm using the contour brush by Real Techniques, of course, and I'm using M.a.c. I forgot to show you guys what it was, but it's some M.a.c I found from my mom, and she doesn't use this, so I took it and I put good use to it. And anywhere that I contoured, I put it directly on it so that I can set my contour. because anytime you use a cream, you need to use a powder to set it so it doesn't crack and the look lasts all day. To get the perfect contour, you have to make these faces. I'm just kidding. But I don't know why. You just have to be looking crazy trying to get the perfect contour and highlight. Your face look mad crazy, but I mean, it is what it is. You look snatched after, so it doesn't matter. You feel me? Now it's time to outline my lips with this LA Girl lip liner. I forgot what shade this is. I'm gonna leave everything in the description bar. But the funny thing is, I think this was like $2.99 at Forever 21 or Papaya, some store. But I could not find any lip liners in this shade. And I was like, look at God coming through. But yes, I found it at the most unusual store. And it was a clothing store. And I love it. I love the shade and everything. Now this lipstick is from Wet n Wild. I really like the consistency of this lipstick. It's not too dry, but it's the right amount of moisturizing versus matte. Like, it has a dry finish, but it's not too dry. And that's what I like. So your lips don't look crusty. Then I go in with, I'm going to show y'all, Stila Dulce 02. I love Stila. They have like every shade, and now they're coming out with some shimmery lipsticks or lip gloss. And I need to try those, but I love their line of lipsticks. So bomb, not too dry. Just got to make sure you moisturize your lips before though. So I use this M.a.c mascara. I believe it was for bottom lash, but I use it for both because I don't use lashes. So this gives me that lash look, full look. Now to my favorite part, which is highlighting. I'm going to show you what I use, which is the E.l.f. bronze kit. And I spray first before I put on the highlight, my setting spray. This is by M.a.c. So that your highlight can really pop and give you that real glow. While I wait for that to get dry and sticky, I apply this eyeliner, white eyeliner by NYX. This is the GOAT, the greatest of all time to ever do it. NYX, shout out to y'all because this eyeliner is literally life. I love it. So I apply this eyeliner. I don't bring it all the way to my tear duct because I feel like my eyes water too much, so I just do it like semi to the end. And this is my favorite part, the highlight part. This is a setting brush, but I use it to highlight because it's like the perfect size. So I highlight my cheek up to like my temple a little bit. And then my brow bone, my nose, and my chin, and a little bit on my forehead. I mean, you don't have to do the chin and the forehead. I just do it because I'm extra. And yeah, I just love to glow. Who doesn't like to glow? Like, you cannot have too much. Well, you can, because you can look super ashy and highlighter gone wrong. But if you blend it out perfectly, you won't look crazy. This is literally the best part of putting on my makeup. That extra shine, yes, come through. So here I'm just putting the finished touches of my highlight, making sure everything looks complete and not too crazy. Then I'm gonna apply some in my tear duct right here to get an extra glow. Not too much though, because you don't want to look like a Chucky doll or something. But yeah, just put a little zhuzh, a little razzle dazzle. in my tear duct right here, and then call it a day, you know? Now it's the moment of truth. Can't have how you look when you take a selfie. Too much sauce. You know, I had to slow it down for y'all. Show you the real finished look. Yes, ma'am. Come through, Britt. That's you? What? Come on, you can't do it to them like that, honey. Yes. So this completes my video of my little makeup tutorial. This is not an everyday look. It's just like a look that I like to do. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah.